Hey everybody, this is Jacob here at AI Auto Works. Today I want to take you through us coating this 2023 Tundra. I want to show you why we coat with Icon Rocklear, and I want to show you some of the things that it fixes, some of the things that it can help with, and all in all, I kind of want to show you before and after because this one's going to be sweet. So check it out. So from right here, the truck hasn't been coated yet. We're in the process of doing the initial wash. Essentially what they do is a full foam wash, get in there, get the wheels clean as well. But I want to show you some of the stuff on this truck because from a distance, other than it being a little dirty, it looks pretty good until you start getting close. Once you get close, you can see all of the swirling in this vehicle. You can see all of the damage that has been done by these machine washes. You can see all of that. There's even some scratching and stuff back here, also caused by the machine wash, is what the owner was saying. Those machine washes can tear your vehicle up pretty bad. So I can't wait to check this out after we've applied the Rocklear. Hey, so we're still finishing up the wash here. Basically, the full wash, what it incorporates is basically getting the vehicle wet first, doing the wheels, getting it full foam wash. This is mainly just to knock the dirt and debris off the vehicle so we can see it a little better. We do a polish and a clay bar after this, but this is mainly just so we can get in there and see what we actually need to do, what we need to work with, and let us see the actual extent of if there's any damage, right? Like swirling, scratches, things like that, kind of like I showed you earlier, but this really lets us see it perfectly. So I'll show you that here in just a minute, but they're almost done with the wash. All right, so we're inside our shop here. We basically started drying this thing off. I want to show you this vehicle under some different lighting, how easy it is to screw up your paint, how easy it is to screw up your clear coat when you're taking these through machine washes. This is something that a lot of places don't necessarily show you or, don't want you to see, especially like the machine wash places. So you can see under just like normal lighting, this doesn't look that crazy. But as soon as you put any kind of real light to it and you go back and forth, you can see just how swirled and how torn up this paint is. It's actually crazy how destroyed this is. It's 2023, like this is almost a brand new truck. But this is just what those washes do, and it's all over the entire vehicle. You can see it really good right there. Sometimes the camera doesn't pick up everything right away, but it's in person, it's whatever you see is 10 times worse. Hey, so what they're doing right now is they're doing a polish. With this polish, this is a little bit different than what a lot of other places do with ceramic. With ceramic, what they're doing is they're actually cutting into the vehicle's clear coat and taking away layers of the clear coat. With Icon Rocklear, they don't do that. Essentially what they're doing is they're just using this to make sure there's no coatings on the vehicle, no extra contamination, because Rocklear bonds straight to the clear coat. So this is what they use to essentially go in and make sure this vehicle is as good as it's gonna look. And on top of that, it's actually a surface that's prepped correctly for Icon Rocklear. All right, so we got basically all the prep done. We did the full polish, and then after we do a polish, we use a clay bar. We went over it with that. Then we do a second wash. This is all stuff, the first and second wash look pretty similar. And then we tape it up. So let me show you what that looks like where we tape off all the trim. So basically, the Rocklear can only go on the painted surfaces of the vehicle, so we tape off all the trim to avoid getting Rocklear on those surfaces. Essentially, this takes a decent amount of time because you have to do it pretty precisely. As you can see, like in here on the bed, this tape is wrapped inside, so that way it's not going to interfere with the coating, and at the same time, it's going to protect the trim. Same thing with the lights here. So once we have this done, then we actually go over with a lacquer and we lacquer the entire vehicle. They've already done that as well. Once they're ready, they're gonna start coating it. All right, so now we're about to start coating this Tundra here. Basically, we have 2 people for pretty much every single coating job with the Rocklear because you can't stop in the middle of a panel. You can't stop in the middle of the hood. It's not like ceramic where you can go back and fix things. Basically, it has to go on right and perfect the first time, or else you have to redo the entire panel. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of how they coat it, show you kind of what happens to the minor swirling and stuff. That was, well, I say minor, the whole truck was completely swirled. I'll show you what happens to that as they coat it. So right here, basically what they're doing is they are using a tack rag. It's like a sticky cloth basically to make sure there's just nothing else on the surface of this vehicle. They just do that right before they do every panel. And right here, they already prepped their towels, but they are putting a little bit more Rocklear on there. This is the application dosage, I guess you could say. The rest of it was just to get the towel ready. This is what they're actually putting on the vehicle. So as you can see, they both start in the middle of the hood, and they come down, and it's already a massive difference in the way this vehicle looks. And the big thing is it stays like that. And if you see any like little lines or anything, typically those self-level out. This stuff is extremely thick, so it takes roughly 30 to 45 minutes really for this to fully like start leveling. And just like that, it's a mirror now. And pretty much all of the scratches and stuff that were in there are pretty much gone. There's a couple little ones I can see in person, but it filled, I'd probably say about 90–95% of them. You can see there's a big difference between coated and non-coated. This is just so much duller, really. I mean, it looks like old paint. It's a 2023, I mean, this is the newer vehicle. But I mean, this stuff just really, I mean, it turns into a mirror. It really brings these vehicles to life. And on top of that, they're protected, which is just the added benefit of this. I mean, yeah, it's just night and day difference. And it looks a little different in the camera, but man, it's pretty crazy in person to actually see it. And yeah, you can see the swirls kind of in this as well, like where he hasn't coated yet, and you can literally see him disappear. Yeah, that's crazy.